All right, y'all. So we ended up with a draw in the Castano versus Charlo fight. A fight that was for undisputed at 154 pounds. A fight in which, in my pre-fight breakdown, I said Jamal would have to keep Castano on the outside, fight this fight at distance, utilize his jab, do everything behind the jab if he was going to be successful in this fight. A lot of people took Castano as some pushover, felt like he was going to come in here and get run over by Jamel. I never saw it that way. I also said that if Castano got inside and Jamel couldn't keep the fight at distance, that gave Castano his best chance to win the fight. I personally had Castano winning the fight. I actually scored one round, a draw. I don't remember which round it was, so I had it 7-4 to 1 for Castano. But that draw round, I was leaning toward giving it to Charlo. So just say if I gave it to Charlo, I got it 115, 113 for Castano. So, you know, I think it was a good fight. I'm not going to say it was a robbery. The fight was too close for it to be a robbery. There were a lot of rounds in there in which one guy controlled the action early, and then late in the round, the other guy took the play away. So it was kind of, who do you get around to? Do you get around to the guy that did the good work on the first half of the round, or the guy that closed the round out well? For me, the reason I gave Castano more rounds because I felt like this fight looked like a Brian Castano fight. This didn't look like what Jamel Charlo typically does in his fights. And I also knew what Jamel needed to do for this fight to go his way, and I felt like he was not doing that. And listening to the corner, I don't feel like his coach felt like he was doing that. I didn't hear Derrick James say it, but the telecaster, the announcer, said that Derrick James told Jamel he needed a knockout going into the 12th round. I didn't necessarily, like I said, I didn't hear it myself. At the time, I kind of felt like he needed a knockdown, or he needed a knockdown to win the round. I mean, to win the fight, or maybe to get a draw. But as it turns out, you know, one of the judges liked his work better, so it ended up being a three-way split. You know, for me, there's nothing else for these guys to do except get back in there and do it again. Yeah, I know there's some guys waiting on some mandatory shots and you know, things like that, but I think the sanctioning bodies need to pull it together and just let these guys go ahead and run it right back. Let's see who's the better man. Let's get this undisputed champion at 154 pounds, and then let these guys get in line for their mandatories. You know, big respect to both guys. I think both guys gave a great account of themselves. I will say that of the two fighters, Brian Castano looked as if he was having his way more in this fight in terms of the fight going how he wanted it to go, and this did not look like the type of fight Jamel Charlo trained for. And I'm not saying he didn't train. What I'm saying is I don't think he trained for the fight to go this way. I think the way the fight was fought in certain spots when he was in the middle of the ring, controlling the action with the jab, throwing the 1-2, hooking off the jab, I think that is what Jamel needed this fight to look like more often if he'd have got for him to get the win. I definitely feel like if there's anyone of the two fighters who deserve to get the win tonight, is Brian Castano. But that's just my opinion. I respect the judge's decision. Great fight. I'm glad we were able to see it. Of course, like anyone else, I wish they had came to a conclusion and we'd got a clear winner, but we didn't. Let's see him run it right back. That's all I got to say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.